Dustin Dragato, and this is the Real Desert Dogs.
Previously on the Desert Dogs.
And that's the beauty of astronomy.
This is stupid, dude. What are you doing? Hey, turn the camera off, dude.
What? What are you talking about?
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
I think Marty has an issue with you.
What do you mean?
Well, he's saying that you're trying to hog all the attention.
What?
Just saying that you haven't even taken a class in astronomy and you're sitting here talking about the universe.
In this episode, we partake in one of the time-honored traditions of biologists, herping. It sounds funny. It almost sounds naughty and a little risky, as if we were to pass on undesirable diseases to each other. But herping comes from the word herpetology, the study of reptiles.
Nice.
And describes the act of looking for our scaly, cold-blooded friends in the wild. Our destination was the Ord Mountains, southeast of Barstow. The weather forecast looked glum, and we feared that we'd miss an interesting astronomical event that was also scheduled for that weekend. The super moon.
What's that weird? What's that blue light in the sky right there?
I don't know, it's moving weird.
Probably a UFO.
You sure it's a UFO?
We were in the desert.
It's a YFO. I think it's I'm pretty sure it's not a UFO. I'm pretty sure it's a flying saucer with intelligent aliens in it.
Now you have to be specific, either a UFO or a flying saucer. Now, back in the 1940s, they coined this term UFO as an unidentified flying object. So remember, when you use the word UFO, make sure you be specific as to what you're seeing, not just anything that's flying, because you might get it confused, like I said, like a bird or even the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, and some people,
It's safe to say.
when they say UFO, they specifically mean flying saucer, and that does not mean UFO. We had a little bit of scare last night. We were thinking that we'd wake up to rain because the weatherman said it would be raining all day. As you can see above me, the skies are blue, and we'll see how long it holds up. And on this trip, we're also testing out the Desert Dogmobile. We set out on our quest to find reptiles.
It's cool. Hold it all the way this way. There's one. That's a big one. That's big. Strap it to your leg. All right. Want this thing? Still surrounded. Ooh, that was a good one. That was nice.
All right, we started going on this hike for literally 2 minutes, and Andy stepped over this rock, and he didn't notice, but there was this snake right underneath his feet. And again, we found the desert sidewinder, Tortoise cerastes. And what's crazy about this guy is very aggressive, yet very cold. It's still a little early in the morning, so it's trying to sun itself in order to get that heat energy from the sun. And it's really grumpy right now. But it's cool. You got to see a snake. And look at it, coil in that S position, getting ready to strike. That's not your woody. Awesome snake. And what's crazy about this one too is if you look at the coloration, it's brown as opposed to kind of the light grays that you usually see sidewinders as. Ooh, and it doesn't like me. Not at all. Look at that arrow-shaped head. And those horns on top. Again, another name for this snake is the horned rattlesnake. See it flickering its tongue. Yeah, this is the thing I like about rattlesnakes, because you know you have other venomous snakes like coral snakes and cobras and mambas, and they're real skittish, they're real aggressive, really active. But rattlesnakes, it's like, well, it's like cobras are sitting there like, don't mess with me, don't mess with me, don't mess with me, don't mess with me. And rattlesnakes are just sitting like, you better back the hell away or I'm gonna f you up, you know? Love rattlesnakes. We're gonna play around with this guy later. Whoa, that was good. See, he's all heated up now in the sun, man. All right, come on, baby.
As we followed an old trail into a canyon, Boo, my dog, took off into the nearby bushes. What she wound up doing is enough to make any PETA activist scratch their head in confusion. My dog killed a lizard. An animal killing another animal?
This.
What are the odds?
The lizard murderer. Why'd you do that, Boo?
Boo doesn't know the rules of the road here.
But at least it'll be food for something out here. You'll be sure of that. Bad dog, Boo. This canyon, unnamed for all I know, was picturesque and vaguely reminded me of the Alabama hills.
Before that happened.
Here is a shell of Gopherus agassizii, which is a desert tortoise. And it seems like it died pretty recently because there's still skin left to it and it looks pretty red underneath. So probably maybe like 2 or 3 weeks old. I mean 2 or 3 weeks that's been dead. So there's 2 possibilities that I think that this desert tortoise died. It could have been from old age because as you notice it's a really big turtle, I mean by seeing the shell. Or another possibility is that somebody picked it up and then what these tortoises tend to do is release all their liquids. Basically they pee out everything. So if they don't recover this water, either by a rain or by some little pond or whatever, they eventually die from dehydration. So first of all, when you guys see a desert tortoise outside, make sure you don't pick it up because first of all, it's an endangered species. And like I mentioned before, it could dehydrate because it loses all its liquid.
After a few hours of strenuous hiking, we went back to camp.
And
We only found one.
cut up too.
We found one cool reptile. One that would have been cool, but it got
Assassinated.
One dead reptile.
and a bunch of fence lizards and
One dead tortoise.
oh yeah, dead tortoise. That was cool. But in order to kill time, we've decided to play airsoft. So enjoy these clips. Oh wait, looks like I already got a welt right there from when Danny got me.
Okay, 2 minutes are over. You can just call it out, Marty. You go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Got you.
You got me? Oh, okay.
All right, since Ben's not here, I'm gonna take over this whole space talk thing going on right now. All right, today is March 19, 2011, and it is a very special day to look up into the sky at night because the moon is 14% bigger. And the reason why it is because it is 50,000 kilometers closer to Earth. And this only happens about once every 18 years or so. So tonight we're gonna get a huge moon to look at. And it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna light up the whole desert. It's gonna be great.
We looked out. To the east and to the west, we saw storm clouds. But where the moon rose from behind a nearby mountain, the sky was clear. We had front row seats to a communal experience being witnessed by other people around the world.
Alright, the moonrise is so big that I can't even fit in my camera. Looks like we got some storm clouds coming in our way this time.
Hey, you want to get the hot dogs out of Marty's cooler?
Oh, alright. Whoa! I can't get the hot dogs, Dustin. I think Marty's got to do it. He's got his snake guarding it.
That's not poisonous. Grab it.
As we got ready to leave, the wind began to pick up, and on the road we ran into sandstorms and some of the largest dust devils I have ever seen.
It's all there.
The wind just blew Dustin's yoga mat. What do you call that thing?
I think it's gonna spin like somewhere we can't.
It's over there now.
South side down.
Southeast.
Oh, damn. Yeah, dude. That was getting tore up right now. Like a street light fell down.
The storm was wreaking havoc across the desert, with accidents, streetlights falling, and billboards being torn from their fixtures. Even in our bulky SUV, we felt small. If I wasn't scientifically minded, I'd almost think Mother Nature intended to personally demonstrate just how much humanity is at her own whim.
I'm Andrew Perry. Keep it reasonable out there.
Help me. I've been here for 127 minutes and I have no more water, no food. I'm gonna die here. Please help me out of here. I don't want to cut off my arm.
Sorry, I'm not allowed to talk to strangers.
No. Damn it.
What kind of tacos you got?
Good solid tacos. Alright.
Do you need any salsa?
Nope.
No.
You got there, Dustin.
Carne asada burrito.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I might have to eat rice.
Yeah, because that's all they have there, like right.
I might have to. Yeah.
What do you got there, Danny?
So I got milanesa. Basically, it's they normally do it pork, but here they did beef for some reason, and it's breaded beef, and it's basically a sandwich. It does actually look really authentic.
It's what?
It looks really authentic. It doesn't look like
really?
regular. You know, normally enchiladas they have that gooey thing. Like in Mexico, when you order enchiladas, they're actually like that, like dry, and then they fry it with the chicken. That's the way my mom makes it.
Okay, so there's three things. There's service, atmosphere, and food. So for the service, I'll give it a solid 10. For the atmosphere, I'll give it about a 6, because it is a hole in the wall. And for the food, I'll probably give it about, I ate it pretty fast, so I guess I have to say a 9. So add that all together, that equals 25, average it out, 25 divided by 3, it's roughly 8.35, something like that. So a solid 8 for me.
See, for this one, it was surprisingly good. The service was amazing. The only thing is, I mean, atmosphere-wise, it was, you know, it's a hole in the wall, but what do you expect? We're in the middle of nowhere, right? But for this, I will give it easily, like Marty mentioned before, I'll give it a solid 8 because it was surprisingly good and surprisingly authentic.
Okay, overall, probably like 8. Yeah, 8.
The asada burrito was the bomb, and the service was good. I don't believe the A on the door though, because the bathroom had some fungus behind the sink. So, give it an 8. Yeah, I don't want to give it a 9 because the burrito didn't kick my ass.
Sound like
later though.
Sound like you're about to pass out right now.
Yeah, the burrito was big. $5, big burrito. It's gonna put this big boy down.
While he's driving too.
Yeah, well, I'm driving, so I'm gonna take a cat nap on the way home. Good 8.
I think I'll give it about a 9. I liked how everything turned out. I would like to go as far as a 10, but 10 I reserve for magical places. And that's it. I guess the reasons why is my torta was awesome, and the service was good too. So. And I just went to the bathroom to wash my hands, so I didn't inspect it like Dustin did. So that's it.